Hello everybody, this is the Election Predictor back with another video today. Today I'm going to be just doing a kind of an election prediction between the New York mayoral candidates, Eric Adams and Curtis Sliwa. Obviously New York City is an incredibly liberal city, and it is, pretty expected usually the results, but I do want to go over a poll and then make a final prediction on who I do think will be elected the mayor and say some thoughts on that. So anyway, let's get right into it. So this is the latest New York City mayoral poll. Eric Adams at 61%, Curtis Sliwa at 25%, if that's how I'm pronouncing, if I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. Um, yeah, and then it says he made some small gains after New York mayoral debate. You know, Curtis Sliwa is, I guess, kind of an eccentric guy. He talks. He has a history in New York City. I believe that he was a part of a group that I'm not sure what. I'm not entirely sure. So if I'm not right, then you can correct me in the comments. But he was a part of a group in New York City that um, tried to lower crime by, I'm patrolling the New York Metro. Um, and I think this was when Mayor Dinkins was the mayor of New York City. But yeah, if you correct me if I'm wrong on that. And then obviously Eric Adams, um, another person who's been in politics. I'm not entirely sure the position he had, but he was an elected official, and I think he still is an elected official. He won the Democrat primary, of course, defeated Eric Yang, Maya Wiley, Catherine Garcia. Won this position. He ran on a campaign of, um, you know, he ran on the moderate campaign as mayor. He did not run the liberal wing of the party. He said that he would carry a gun in New York City, and he believes that people, when he was talking about um, what what he thinks of how people like Bill de Blasio and Andrew Cuomo, or then Andrew Cuomo, you know, advocate for repealing Second Amendment and banning more guns in the city. He said that he doesn't think that that's right, and that he would carry a gun himself, and he thinks people should be able to defend themselves. That's one of the examples I can give as to how he's tried to appeal to the more moderate wing of the Democrat Party. He's been a Democrat his whole life, and he does have a significant base of support. He won the primary, and obviously this poll shows that almost 2/3 of the city support Eric Adams to be the next mayor, and Sliwa at about 25%. It does show that there is still about 14% of undecided voters left. Um, However, that still wouldn't make up the margin for Sliwa to win. We have seen Republicans win the New York City mayor elections in the past with Rudy Giuliani and Michael Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg, I'm pretty sure, originally ran as a Republican, then switched to an independent, and then switched to a Democrat throughout his term as the mayor. But yeah, Republicans have been elected, especially after mayors that were much more to the left, like David Dinkins and Bill de Blasio. But, it has happened. But this poll does show that it is definitely not leaning, very likely, or solid even, in Adams' direction. So anyway, if I was to make a characterization about this race, I would conclude that Eric Adams would win the New York mayoral race, becoming the next mayor of New York City. Um, I would say by probably defeating Curtis Sliwa. I would say if I could give a final margin count, I would say he would get about 63% of the vote, and Sliwa would get about 37% of the vote. Um, which is, that's a little bit too far. All right, I would say 65-35. No, 63-27, even though that's 2%, which is, a good amount for a Republican. 37% of the city still votes for Republican, but still very liberal city when a candidate wins by a margin of, um, over 20 points. That means that it's definitely favoring in one direction. But yeah, I would choose Eric Adams to win this race. I'm sure that most people would, or almost everybody, aside from probably Curtis Sliwa. But anyway, please let me know your thoughts on this. What you guys think. If you think that Curtis Sliwa will win, then you can surely, tell me your point in the comments below. Um, and what do you think? Um, and assuming Eric Adams wins, what do you think the implications for him as mayor will be in New York City, do you think he will turn it back to being more of a moderate city in regards to the welfare policies, in regards to police organizations? Like he said, he would refund the police. How do you think that that will play out? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and what I had to say. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are 3 subscribers away from 175. And let's move up to 200. We're also approaching 200 subscribers, so that's awesome. And I also plan to make another one of the all 3 videos of the prediction, presidential election prediction, Senate election prediction, and governor election prediction for 2022 and 2024. So stay tuned for that. And anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Like the video and comment below.